Have you ever wondered, someone was dating, so you met with a guy, and then that man paid for your school fees. After finishing, that's when you are telling the guy, you're not my type anymore, because hey y'all, this is your girl Mercy Allamsy. In this channel we do about self-growth, self-development, inspiration, motivation, and a little bit of lifestyle, if that's your vibe. So let's get started. So make sure before you start, make sure that you subscribe, comment, share, and give me a thumbs up. And so today I want us to talk about the importance of self-love and the importance of being single. I didn't know being single is something good. Most of the time you're being told, if you move from this relationship, go to another one, go to another one. No room for giving people, no room for being single, no room for that. And I came to realize if there's something that is very, very, very important is being single. Number one, when you're single, you know yourself, you know what you want, you know what you don't want. Because if you move from one relationship to another, you attract the same energy. You don't know yourself, you have not even not yet leveled up. So it is important to be single. And what I've learned about being single is that, number one, you work on yourself fully. Self-love is something very important. All the love. Now you're used to giving people love, loving, being clingy, all those things. So it is your time now to garden to water your garden. I don't know if it's making sense. So it is your time for you, girl, for you. If you're a guy that you're watching me, you man, to now water your garden. Work on you first. What do you love? What do you like? Start working on your purpose. Start working on your values. And I believe the right person will come. I'm still in the journey of being single, learning myself, knowing my purpose and everything. So it is not advisable to move from one relationship to another. You're going to attract the same energy. Have you ever been like, for example, you were with a certain type of man. For example, he was stingy. He was just doing the bare minimum. And then you're like, okay, let me break up with him and move to another relationship. And then after breaking up with that person, you find the different person with the same behavior. Now you are the problem because you didn't work on yourself. You are attracting the same energy. But I came to realize when now you work on yourself, you know what you want, you start leveling up. You start, maybe for example, if you're not taking good care of yourself, maybe you start now dressing more feminine, how you think, how you behave. You start attracting that type of person. And that's why some of you, maybe for example, have you ever wondered, someone was dating, so you met with a guy, and then that man paid for your school fees. After finishing, that's when you are telling the guy, you're not my type anymore, because they have leveled up. Maybe you are like, let me pay school fees for this girl, and then I'll be hustling. So you didn't go to the university or college, but you opted your girlfriend to go for college or university. And then 1 year later, she finishes. That's when she's like, you're not my type. That's what happens. Because she's now attracted to other people who are learned like her, who are leveling up. They are now intellectual. That's what happens. So I would advise you, take time, don't rush anything. Another thing is that I came to realize the best thing is to involve God in everything that you do. Even if it is that relationship, involve God. I can remember there's this guy that I was dating, and then I wanted to be certain. I don't even know what I was thinking, but I wanted to be sure this is my man. And let me tell you, I guess there's some prayers that God really waits for us to pray. When I said, God, show me the sign that this is the man that you want me to end up in life with, to be married, you're going to be happy. Let me tell you, it didn't take long. We broke up. I tried fixing the relationship, but it was never fixed. So Instead of just going or being in relationships blindly, involve God in those relationships. Ask God, is this the right man for me? Is this the right woman for me? Or I'm going to suffer. God, I'm not ready to suffer for the entire, for real, on my side. I'm not ready to suffer with anyone. I'm not ready to suffer in the name of marriage. Oh God. Right now, in the world we're living in, there are so many things that are making, there's so many things. So being with someone who is torturing my mind or just stabbing me, that's the last thing that I'm going to ever think of. So it is very important to be single. Give yourself time. It's not a must for you to move from one relationship to another. It's not a must. Give yourself time. Let God do the thing. Another thing I've come to realize, most people are not working on themselves. If you're a lady, you're like, I want a man who is driving. I want a man who has a Ferrari. I want a man who has. I want a man who has a mindset. If he doesn't have that, then can't date such a person. Yet you yourself, you have nothing. You yourself, you're not even working on yourself. You're not reading books. You don't have any skill, but you are there setting standards. But you yourself, you don't have anything. So maybe by chance you get a man who has all those things. And then after some time, they realize you're just eating their money. And that's why you find most men, they're going out too. But don't get me wrong, not all of them. But most men, what they do is that they tend to mistreat these people because they're like, you're not providing me with anything. So even if you get babies, so I can get another lady who has this. And that's why, for example, maybe you finished college or university and then maybe you got pregnant, you settled with this guy. After some time, he's cheating on you and he's like, you're not my type anymore. Because this man, you are not outgrowing this man. So you are stagnant, maybe you have children, you're just there. You're not doing anything. Even if you have a business, like you're not challenging him, you're not outgrowing him. So maybe he has a side chick who is challenging him, who is making him, he's showing him the potential, everything. And then you're just there. So most of the time, you're going to outgrow. So ladies, it is our time. Grow, learn those skills, be ahead, outgrow. It cannot just happen overnight. Are we together? So make sure that you subscribe, comment, share, and give me a thumbs up. And remember, being single is so much important. Give your time, and then when the right time comes, then you can be open to that relationship. You can't be saying you want this. You have these characters or qualities you want from someone, for example, a man or a woman, and you yourself, you're not working on yourself. It is not making any sense. It is not making any sense. So, much love.